If where you live is a lot like where I live, most of the times you don't have electricity. And that can pose problems, especially in the time telling department. Maybe you've got places to go or things to do, like sometimes I do, and I'll be sitting there in the dark with no place to guide me out but the sun and the stars, and I don't know what time it is. What I've done is develop a simple system that maybe you can adapt in your own life if you have the same problems. Now what I do, my system, the big bean, that represents for hours. So if I put one down, 1 hour, then 2 hours, 3 hours, and like so. And I've got 6 of the big beans. So when I go through 6 hours, then I'll repeat them for 12 hours in a day. And then I've got the littler beans, white ones, and these will represent 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so all the way up to 60 minutes. And then these are my 1 minute beans, if I do one bean like this. What I have to do then, when I want to remember the time, is first find out the time. So I'll call the lady on the phone who tells the time, or I'll see somebody on the street and I'll say, hey buddy, what time you got? And as soon as that is registered up there in my coconut, I can drop a bean. I might not be home, but I'll drop it in my pocket. So he tells me, hey, it's 3 o'clock, buddy. So I know 3 big beans. Or he'll say, it's 3:25. So that's 3 for hours, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this is the 5 minute bean at 3:25. And then what I'll do from that point is just keep track up in my head all day long, because now I've got the time established. So what I can do is, if I'm home, just count. Some people do 1 Mississippi. That does not work for me. I think you'll find when you say 1 Mississippi, it takes a little bit longer than a second, at least the way that I say it. And if you extrapolate that over 60 times per minute, then you're talking longer than a minute really. So I say 1 Montana, 2 Montana, 3 Montana. If I'm home and I'm by myself, I can say it out loud freely. But when I go out into the public, then I'll just, okay, it's 3:25, and then I'll go out the door, and in my head I'm saying 3:25, 1 Montana, 3:25, 2 Montana, 3:25. And then when I come back, I'll know, well, I was out for 2 hours and 10, 12 minutes. Because I kept track in my head, you see. I went out and all that time, and I was sliding the bean from pocket to pocket. That was my full pocket. Take out a bean for an hour and put it in my smaller pocket. And then when I get home, I just drop the beans here. And every time I walk by, then I'll know what time it is. But all the while, again, when I'm home, then I can do my system. 1 Montana, 2 Montana, 3 Montana. I hope this will help you in your times of strife without the electricity. And I think it's a system that could be implemented worldwide if you can help spread the word. Thank you. It's time to go.